by the left hook coming from Suganov. And another one. Ishizawa is down. For Suganov. The question is, can Ishizawa get the knockdown? Ballier sent Suganov backwards. Nakabawi na ba? 3-punch combination. All power shots. Another connection to the head. And throwing in the towel. The side of Ishizawa. It's over.
Nang ikabit ang bansag na the Filipino Pinom, hindi napahiya ang mga boxing fans. Binigyan ito ng justice ng Pinoy boxer na si Regis Suganov. Bawat laban, ipinakita ang kakaibang lakas. Pati itong isang maangas na ito, piniktusan ni Suganov. Yun, gibarin sa kartadang 14-1. Muling sinubok si Suganov ng ikasas sa matapang na Japanese boxer na si Kai Ishizawa. Ang Hapones naman ang dumayo sa Tagbilaran City, Bohol, Philippines.
So dito po sa round number 1, medyo nagkakapaan pa sila. Again, scheduled for 12, and usually the longer fights would favor the Filipino, who's more of a boxer, a stylist, and he is a power hitter, but now he's displaying some power. 4-punch combination, no response for Ishizawa. Got up with a very young Luisito Espinosa, the way he's built, and the hand speed, perhaps, of a Rolando Navarrete. Of course, the light flyweight division is where the most championships have been taken by Filipinos. Suganov, alam nila kung maganda ang pinakita. Alam din nila kung medyo nadedihado. There's a lot of buzz going around after that power shot coming from Ishizawa. It's Ishizawa's turn right now to try and take the advantage. By our unofficial scorecard, Suganov is leading in this round. Let's see what kind of finishing kick this 27-year-old from Japan has. Ishizawa absorbing some punishment. That's a left hook to the head. More shots to the head coming from Suganov. Final seconds of round number 1. Tagbilaran City, Bohol. Ito po si Noel Zarate para sa PTV4. Nakahatid po sa inyo ng world-class boxing between the Filipino phenom Reggie Suganov versus Kai Ishizawa of Japan. Some connections there, medyo shaken po. Ito si Ishizawa, left open again on the face. The right hand has been a very deadly weapon para dito kay Suganov. Ishizawa still moving forward, trying to control the ring generalship here. Siyempre sa pagbubukas sa round number 2, buhos ka agad ang binigay dito ni Filipino phenom Reggie Suganov. And one trying to defend this WBO Global Light Flyweight Championship. Kapaan na naman silang dalawa rito. Now trying to go for the body Ishizawa, which could be a good idea against a taller fighter. Tanda po natin that Ishizawa only a shade of Suganov. Halfway mark of round number 2 scheduled for 12. Now body shots being exchanged by both fighters. Exchange of jabs. No follow-ups yet so far for Ishizawa, and it appears that Suganov has now tasted how powerful those punches can be. To go for as many body blows as he can, trying to soften up his opponent. He's got a 4-inch height advantage and about a 4-inch reach advantage as well. Shots to the body. Better defense actually here for Ishizawa, pero nakakalusot pa rin. So far, the strategy of the Japanese fighters just plow forward and try to go for the body. Final 10 seconds of the round. Still more body shots being thrown by Ishizawa. Zawa, of course, out of his 11 wins, 10 wins coming by way of knockout. Or more headshots now coming from Ishizawa. Shot to the body once again. Every time magpakawala ng isa. Ito si Suganov, and it's solid. Like that combination was just a flurry. So far, no consistent headway being gained by Kai Ishizawa of Japan. We have our 3 judges at ringside, scoring this on a 10-point must system. Our judges are around the ring, of course. Final 23 seconds. And a round that really hasn't turned much in terms of Ishizawa. Now a late surge coming from Suganov. Kai Shizawa of Japan trying to see if he can turn the tide here. We know he's a power puncher, but he's being a little careless with his defense. Nakakalusot na naman. And you can see some welts already developing under both eyes of the Japanese as those punishing jabs from Suganov have done some damage. There was a blood issue earlier. It looked like it was a nose thing, but looks like everything's been cleared up already for Ishizawa. But at the rate, nakakalusot itong mga jabs nitong si Suganov. Might be a very long day here for the Japanese fighter. But again, the game plan is still the same. Just move forward, go for the body. Ngayon, chinechempohan na lang po nitong si Suganov. Yung kanyang haba talaga ginagamit dito. He's got about a 4-inch reach advantage over a smaller opponent. The one thing Suganov doesn't want to do is get engaged in an inside battle. We have a holding warning issued by Attorney Dandrex Tapdasan, our referee. Again, it is Ishizawa just moving forward, looking for some openings. Actually, binibigay na nga nitong si Suganov yung body shots, and Ishizawa's not taking it. 1-2 parried there by Ishizawa. Again, his defense is improved from the first round. But there are still some times where he drops his guard. And the moment he does that, may dalawa kagad na makakalusot para dito kay Suganov. Past the halfway mark of round number 4, scheduled for 12. Not quite sure how Ishizawa can actually still see through those eyes na unti-unti na pong namamaga. Again, he's just moving forward. That's the only positive working now on the side of Ishizawa. He's not allowing his opponent to move forward. Medyo sumandal doon ng matagal. Ito si Suganov. Pero nakabalik na rin, and he has now turned the tide. He has now got his opponents against the ropes. 40 seconds remaining here. A lunging left hand coming from Suganov. Another uppercut. And this time Ishizawa says, bring it on. Another right hand here from Suganov. The accuracy from the Filipino phenom has been rainy here in Bohol for the past couple of days. And now some stand-up fighting. Wala na masyadong sayaw-sayaw na ginagawa ni Ishizawa. And Suganov is just picking him off. Remember, if this fight goes the distance, that usually favors Suganov. If you look at his record, 14 wins, 1 loss. Only 4 wins coming by way of knockout. So this guy is really out to outpoint you. Whereas itong si Ishizawa, 11 wins, 10 coming by way of KO. So he would like opportunities to finish his opponent. His first 6 bouts, as we mentioned earlier, did not go the distance. Puro knockout po yun. Yung unang 6 panalo, itong si Kai Ishizawa, starting out with his opponent from Thailand in 2017, itong si Bongsapon Panyakum. That was actually a first round knockout. Some infighting now between the two. A lot of blood now coming out of the head, in the face of Suganov. So the wound that he got on the forehead has now opened. That is a cause for concern now for the side of Suganov. Tandaan po natin, he did have a fight. He won via TKO against Ronald Chacon kasi nasugatan din. Ito si Ronald Chacon. Don't want this fight to end because the doctor says end it. Final minute of the 5th. Even the crowd here a little concerned about seeing the presence of blood on the face of their homeboy from Dawis, Bohol. Ito pong si Reggie Suganov. One thing about having a head wound like that, buti na lang, it's not above the eyebrow. Does not impair your vision. But when you see your opponent's white gloves with a little bit of blood, you're already concerned. So far, Ishizawa is actually doing well until that right hook delivered by Suganov. But now Ishizawa, his game plan, kampiyon dito, si Suganov of the Philippines, absorbing a right hook that time from his Japanese opponent. Again, continuing to plow forward. Ito pong si Ishizawa of Japan, the challenger. One left hook, sending him backwards. But not for long, sugod na naman. Ito si Ishizawa. Suganov needs to find ways to work the angles here. Napapasok itong si Ishizawa. Trying to be a counter puncher. We knew he was the aggressor at the start. That uppercut goes through. Nabaliktad na naman niya ang sitwasyon. This time Ishizawa is behind the ropes, but that's not gonna last long as Ishizawa keeps on moving forward. Wala namang counter na ginagawa pa so far. Itong si Suganov to take that away, and that is a display to the judges about ring general. And we are back to bring you the rest of round number 6. Suddenly, bumuhos na naman si Suganov. Not very accurate on the punches, but still enough to get the crowd into it. Body exchange. About a minute remaining here in the 6th. Ishizawa getting a little successful now with those inside incursions. Good left coming from Suganov. But again, Ishizawa just wants to pin him against the ropes and throw 1 million punches. Uppercut. Gets through another combination here. It's a late surge that might steal the round for Suganov. Until that point, Ishizawa was taking the round handed now. Napapabilis na yung pagsugod dito nitong si Kai Ishizawa of Japan in the pink. Danrex Tapdasan instructs them on what not to do in a tie-up like that. You can see that Suganov's power is sort of taken a breather at the moment. The wound is not a factor anymore. If you're just joining us, meron pong sugat na natamo. Etong si Reggie Suganov, as early as the first round, tuldok pa lamang po the first round, pero talagang naging lahua na nung 5th round. The doctor had to be brought in to check it out. Fight still continues and looks like the wound has been quelled for the moment. Ishizawa once again pounding inside. No response coming from Suganov, who tries to push him back to the middle of the ring. Now Suganov's reach advantage has been negated now because of all of the inside shots coming from Ishizawa. Pati yung depensa ni Suganov, unti-unti na pong nadidismantle. Itong fighter from Japan. What had been working for Suganov was the shots to the head, the jabs, and the combinations to the head. Kasi unti-unti na nga napapasara na niya yung mata ng kanyang kalaban. But in this case, boy, Ishizawa looks like the first 5 rounds were just a testing. 2 combination shots launched there by Suganov. Hindi man lang natinag. Ito si Ishizawa. Now Ishizawa has been knocked out once in his career. And he did suffer that knockout loss against Masataka Taniguchi in 2019. Make that in 2022. It was a 10th round TKO. Nauunahan na po si Suganov. Again, the reach advantage has been totally negated. Now watch out for the low blows. Taniguchi has really, Ishizawa has really flipped the script here. Naging flat-footed na itong si Suganov. He is retreating, and every time he tries to pull off something, Ishizawa is in his face. Another round looming towards the fighter from Japan. Suganov was so accurate in the first 3 rounds, now he can't hit any. We have Suganov ahead, but only by 1 round. The last 3 unofficially have gone the way of Ishizawa. Ishizawa now body hunting. Di na muna niya pakikialaman yung sugat sa ulo nitong si Suganov, which has opened up again. Not quite sure if it came from an accidental headbutt. And some power shots to the body as well from Suganov. He's trying to destroy the timing of Ishizawa. And it looks like here in the 8th round, Suganov has been successful so far. Nawala sa timing ng bahagya itong si Ishizawa. Again, Suganov needs to use his length. He's got about a 3 or 4 inch reach advantage. He has a 4 inch height advantage over his opponent. And again, itong si Ishizawa is just trying to make inroads in the junior flyweight division after campaigning most of his career as a minimum weight. Both fighters came in at 107.2 pounds. That's a lot more muscle though for Ishizawa. Oh! Ishizawa got staggered there by the left hook coming from Suganov. And another one! Ishizawa is down! Ready to fight now siya. The blood is coming out of Suganov's head. And Ishizawa smells the blood. Wants to get it back. Oh, great right coming from Ishizawa. Napatras na si Suganov. Ishizawa missing. Less than a minute remaining here in this pivotal 8th round. One knockdown scored already, so this is a 10-8 round for Suganov. The question is, can Ishizawa get the knockdown back? That right hand earlier sent Suganov backwards. Nakabawi na ba? 3-punch combination, all power shots. Another connection to the head. And throwing in the towel. The side of Ishizawa is over. The corner of Kai Ishizawa threw in the towel. He's got the oxygen on. He's pointing to his head. I'm not quite sure if he felt.
The WBO Global Junior Flyweight Champion, Reggie, the Filipino Phenom, Sugano.
So yan po ang gusto kong i-share sa inyo ngayong araw sa mga kaibigan at kababayan natin dyan sa Pinas, mga boxing fans at sa mga tulad kong OFW saan man panig sa mundo. Kumusta po kayong lahat dyan? Kung nagustuhan niyo po itong aking video, paki-like at kung pwede, mag-subscribe na din po kayo. At para updated kayo sa aking mga video, pwede niyo i-click ang notification bell. Maraming salamat sa inyong panonood. Shout out kay Mr. Minandro Domingo ng KSA, kay Mr. Brando Makatangay ng KSA, kay Mr. Ricardo Bernaldo Jr., GI pa din ng Bahamas, kay Mr. Narciso Dupla, kay Miss Madam B at Vilma Reyes, kay Mr. Dong Tangloy Malyari, Jen Merjan Garcia ng Macau, Nerio Morcia, Billy Jubildad, Jan Maravillas at kay Mr. Edgar Balili. Maraming salamat po sa pagsuporta nyo sa aking channel.
He still does that.
No need to go there. That's working well.
Down, that's Kenny and down for the first time. Struggling to get to his feet. In terrible shape. It's all over. It's all over.
They talk about approval and sanctioning requirements. It talks about the new commission not sanctioning a fight in which a fighter has suffered 10 consecutive defeats in professional boxing. So if this goes now there right now,
And Penelos is still following him around. Oh, just body shot. Yeah, body shot puts Gonzalez down. He's hurting.
Это нокдаун. Если не нокаут. Все! Аут! Праздник на Филиппинах.
Reeves Joe's been in a lot of close tough fights. 4 draws and 5 splits or majority decisions. Unlike Davis, he's fire testing, ready for battle.
oh, he backs him up into the corner.